that will make us jump to the next question. That is, what is your take on teachers quitting the teaching field for other areas? Because that is one menace that is the ministry is faced with. Teachers are just quitting.
Yeah.
Every day you hear teachers so and so has left the field. They are doing something else. They're into banking. They're into this. They're into that. So what do you think is the cause of that?
It is a matter of concern.
Yes, it is.
And I believe they should have. It used to be that we just seem to be going backwards. In maybe I shouldn't say. Let's say during the time that Antares, Ndongjata, and Fatula Minfai were Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, I believe there was respect for the teacher. Where they used to stand and look for lifts, they set up the cooperative credit union, supported the Gambia Teachers Union to the level where teachers could buy motorbicycles, vehicles, build houses, get solar for their houses.
Now on loan.
Yeah.
They're giving them fridges on loan, laptops, mobile phones, tablets.
And alhamdulillah, that was because they have the Gambia Cooperative and Credit Union. And there was a time that it was so buoyant. Everybody wanted to be. Even people who were not in the teaching field were members of the Cooperative Credit Union.
Yes. I know of people that are in GTU that are not teachers.
Exactly. But then suddenly you start having problems of, and I'm not criticizing the 27, what did they call coalition 2016?
Yeah.
When they came to power in 2017.
Retired Republic.
Yes, I believe that it's part of the Second Republic. I believe that they didn't give much emphasis to education, and that impacted on the retention of teachers. You start having problems with paying them salaries, paying them allowances. That shouldn't even occur.
That shouldn't be an issue.
Before that, teachers, they had started building quarters for teachers in hard-hit areas.
Yeah.
Those remote places, they would have accommodation. But everything fizzled out. And you start having why should you stay if you cannot get your allowances? If your salary this month is you get it on the 26th, next month you get it on the 29th. Come on. You cannot treat change agents like
days,
that.
My mom will tell me in those days on the 18th salaries were paid.
Exactly.
That's what she used to tell me. Exactly. She told me in our time on the 18th, back then don't pay salary. Why?
And you know, during the time when my mother was at the GTU, they were all exposed. Meetings, the government will facilitate for them. They had exchanges with the Gambia teachers, with the Canadian Teachers Union.
Yeah.
Various.
Yes, you are right.
Various teachers union.
Yeah. I can remember my mom going to Scotland, UK for an exchange trip.
Yes, my mom went to Canada, various places. But all these have gone. And the only way you can retain your teachers is for them to enjoy the fringe benefits that others are enjoying in the public sector.
Okay.
If you allow teachers, even if they have to go to Sierra Leone, to Rwanda, within Africa, let them network.
Yes, networking is what is lacking.
Let them be exposed. Once you expose them, they won't go.
Yeah.
Because it would be the same as those people who are in the administration or elsewhere.
Yes.
But once you deprive them, you don't take them seriously, they would go elsewhere.
They will go.
And that is what we are seeing now.
Yeah.
The strikes,
they should try ways and means of retaining these teachers.
And it pains me to see them all the time talking about allowances, salaries.
It's the same
strike.
The strike, sit down strike.
For teachers.
Because of allowances are not paid.
Exactly.
It's the same story that keeps repeating itself.
Come on, they should be respected.
Yeah,
maybe they say she taught once, she's in the sector, and that is why she. But teachers should be respected.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
They should be respected.
If you think of the impact they are making.
Exactly. We all used to be proud of saying hi to our teachers.
Wallahi. But not anymore.
You go into, there was somebody who saw me. I was boarding a vehicle, and he just said, General Essence. And he gave me $200.
Oh.
And I was so appreciative of it. Because
so
this is somebody who said that
it's a teacher's
I
pride
impacted,
to see. Yeah,
exactly, I impacted his life.
To see their ex-pupils excelling in other areas. You meet up in the streets and they're proud to show out to the people that this was my former teacher.
Exactly.
But then now,
it's about time the government,
to be a teacher is no longer respectable.
Exactly.
Because it's like, what do you want to do? Teaching. That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
What are you, a teacher?
You don't so now.
The likes of me, people will tell me, did you stop teaching? I tell them why. Because I dress different. I didn't stop teaching there. Me, I am just the different kind of teacher.
Yeah.
But I am still teaching.
Yeah,
so that's it. That respect that we deserve, we don't have it yet.
Exactly. We need to.
Yeah, we don't have it yet. Yeah. We need to see to it. Now, the next question is, if your voice was to make impact or change, what do you think the people in authority in the education department should focus on? I think you've already touched a bit of it, but...
Yes. One, they should look at quality.
Quality.
At the school level.
Okay.
And for that, there should be some amount of competition.
Yes.
Competition so that you excel. We just want people to excel.
To excel. To do well.
To do well. So that if you don't make sure you have good children to going past through the education system, you won't have teachers, good teachers, to come back.
You are right.
That's one.
Yeah.
Secondly, when I finished high school, at that time, the Ministry of Education, Teachers Union, they made sure they recruited people from high school. Once you finish, they come to you, and then you go for the UQ
I can
training
remember
program.
My dad taking in a lot of UQs from high school.
Yeah, I went there.
Yes.
Everybody used
and
to
those
look
UQs
forward.
were empowered to go to college and do an entry exam for college.
Exactly.
I can remember all those.
Exactly.
All those things happening.
Why? You know what happens here is you abandon what is good and what is bad, and you start something new. With no, the new has problems.
The new has issues.
Why can't they go back to that?
To the old.
And make sure that all
fine-tune it and then try to make it work.
Exactly.
That's what we should do. You're
exactly.
Right. To revisit the old.
Many people.
Because it was very good. The education quality was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Because those days I can remember my dad narrating stories to me that in primary school, when you sit to the common entrance, you have an entry grade for secondary school and an entry grade for high school.
Yes.
And that's competitive.
It is
You have to force yourself to go to high school.
Exactly.
To go to Armitage.
And that is all what gave you your knowledge, your mental power. You use that so that you can move forward.
Move forward.
Well, if
those
everything
days there was quality in the education.
Exactly. And I think
you don't just pass grade 12 and not even be able to write a letter.
And I think government should start examining what used to obtain and take what is good.
Yeah.
I know there are new things that come up in the education system.
Every day you're seeing new things.
Yeah, but make sure you mix the good, you mix the old and the new.
And
the good things in old and new.
Yeah.
And not just discard everything. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
No.
You're right. You mix the two. You just don't add up to new things that you don't know whether they will work or not.
Exactly.
But you revisit the old that was working.
Exactly.
It was working for us.
Exactly.
Because in those days, you hardly see someone finish grade 12 and they cannot read.
Exactly.
You hardly see someone finish grade 12 and they cannot write letters.
Yeah. And you are a teacher. You've seen that.
I know.
Oh, it's terrible.
From experience.
Some of them, even 3 lines, there are mistakes.
Oh my God. It's a disaster. It's a problem. And they will tell you, hey, madam, English language is not our language.
Yeah, but it is the medium of instruction. It is the
This
official language.
You have been doing English language since nursery.
Exactly.
You want to tell me you cannot spell correct words? You cannot construct certain sentences.
And you don't want to know languages, yet you want to travel. You want to travel. You want to live in a different country from the Gambia, where there is progress.
Yes.
You want progress, and then you don't want progress for your country.
That's it.
That's why you don't want to apply yourself.
And that's a big question. You cannot want to go to progress when your country is not progressing.
Exactly.
So you need to advocate for the progress.
Now look at what
in your
is
own
happening.
Country.
Look at what is happening. Gambians who are in Germany are being deported.
Wallahi.
Every month you have people coming back.
They
are sending you back. They're sending you back to improve your own country.
Yes.
You must have
If you go to a point that a foreign country says, we don't need you here, you should look into your own country.
You should.
Yes.
And we need to look at what we are doing.
That should be a concern for all of us. Where we go to a level where other countries, they say they don't need our people there. Then we should look into trying to improve our place.
And we can.
Yes.
This place is too small.
It's very small.
We can do it.
Yeah, Gambia is very small.
It
can be improved. You are right. You're right. What advice would you give to women folk who think it's impossible to do what Auntie Sukai does, or to be able to be like Auntie Sukai? You know, people think it's impossible for a woman to be like you or some other person that is doing well in the areas of academia and, let's say, education as a general area. People think women are meant to be people that are to be housewives, sit at home mom, and then do stuff that are not, because what we are doing, they think it's men that are supposed to do it. You know, that's a stereotype that surrounds what we're doing. I know what I am saying. Sometimes they ask me, what are you doing here? Like when I teach at Inside Training Center, that is a technical school, I teach their English, but people that don't know what I teach there, they see me there and they say, a woman teaching at Inside, what are you teaching there? Are you teaching them construction or are you teaching them? I tell them, but if I did construction, I would be proud to teach construction.
Of course.
I believe what a man can do, a woman can do. There isn't anything that is impossible. So what advice would you give to those women that think that a woman cannot do it?
For me, even if they say there is a glass ceiling, I see a hole through the glass ceiling that takes me to the sky. There is nothing that a human being cannot do.
Yes.
And there is nothing that a woman cannot do.
Yeah.
Because we all have been given intelligence.
So.
And we should use it. If a woman stays at home and only the man is working, there'll be a strain.
There will be.
In the household.
There will be. There must be.
You will want your child to go to school, have the books, go to studies, have access to computers, be able to use them to do their homework.
So.
And everything is money.
Very well.
If both of you come together, you go to work, you come back, you earn, both of you earn, you have more money to take care of the family.
Of your family, yeah.
That's one.
That's true.
Two, they say if you are lazy, if you don't use your mind, you get old quickly.
Quickly, you are right.
You have to use
your
mind.
Yes.
You have to be active.
Yes.
And once you are active, if your children don't see you sitting down all the time, they won't be lazy.
Yes, they won't be. Because you're serving as an example to them.
You are an example. Yeah. Every parent is an example to the child.
Model.
The mother, the father. We are the role models of our children.
Number one role model.
And if you want your child to perform in school, you have to perform in what you are doing.
Very well.
And you don't have to be just a cook.
Yeah.
And a housewife.
Yes.
You cannot. You don't have to be. We've seen women. They wake up very early to go to the market.
Wallahi.
They're working.
Wallahi.
They're working. But the problem is our contribution is not being recognized.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you look at this government, it's very unfortunate. They don't see women. They only see men. Anywhere you go.
Yeah.
If they give work if it is employment, if the government is supposed to choose people, for example, to go to Mecca, they would take more men than women.
More men than women. Always, the equation is never balanced.
No.
It's never balanced.
They don't look
that
at
is something that we all see.
yeah, the demographics. They
It's
don't
not
use
balanced.
that.
It's not balanced. They
You
take
look,
more men than women.
you look at cabinet, 3 women.
Yes.
Also. You go to the you go to some of these boards, no woman.
No, yes, we've seen that.
Or 1 woman.
Until they realize that there's a gender gap, then they say, let's put 1 woman there. Yeah. That's how they do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Just so that they know they see a woman in it.
But I think it's about time also. If you have 3 women, it is for them to sensitize the others, the men.
Yes.
In high positions. That outside we are part of the world.
We are. And we are a bigger part.
And anywhere in the world, they recognize women, the contribution of women.
They do. The contribution of women is very, very recognized.
And they should recognize the contribution of women in our society.
In our society, you're right.
Otherwise, we'll be left behind.
We will be. There's a problem. Women are doing wonders in the country.
Exactly.
They're doing very well.
And they're doing their thing.
In all the departments.
They work hard. Whether government recognizes them or not, you don't give it that.
Thank you.
You just go ahead and do what you're doing.
Exactly. Whether they see it or not.
It's their business. We just move ahead.
Yes, that's my motive.
Yeah. And then you improve yourself.
What I'm supposed to do.
Exactly. Yes. And improve yourself. Yes. It's unfortunate you would have wanted to help improve your country. But if they don't want to see that, just improve yourself and your family and move forward.
Yeah. Because if you make the change in your family, you are doing it for the country.
Exactly. But it's very sad. It is sad that they don't know that God created man and woman so that
they can be partners.
They can be
partners in development. No one should be superior or inferior. We should all be partners.
Without the woman, you don't multiply.
Yes.
Without the man too, you don't multiply.
So it should be partnership.
We should be partners. We shouldn't be left behind.
Yeah. That's very important. Yeah. That's very